to our channel, or if you're new around here, welcome to Yumi and Sicily. Today I'm going to show you how to make homemade Sicilian pizza, and later on Alfred is going to try it. This is a very simple meal that I've perfected over the past few months. Now I want to be very clear that I'm making the thin crusted, which is very typical here on the East Coast. Over in Palermo and Trapani, in the other side of the island, it's more typical to have the thick crust, the sfincione type of pizza. Okay, so you ready? Grab a pen and paper, and in the description box I'll leave you all the ingredients in case you don't write them down. Okay, ready? Let's go! Okay, so let's take a look at some of the ingredients. I went and got some fresh dough, about 500 grams of dough, freshly made dough from the bread place. We also have this, I love this product, salsa pronta de ciliegie, pomodoro ciliegie, cherry tomato sauce, but you can also use passata for this. Now I went ahead and also pitted 5 olives. That's an optional thing. I've got 3 types of cheeses. I love mozzarella. You can use mozzarella buffa or whatever type. The bavarella cheese goes last, and also parmesan, of course, fresh Sicilian oregano. I put basil on at very last. Now this is also optional. Some sliced tomatoes, of course, salt, pepper, and yummy Sicilian olive oil. On a clean table, you're gonna put some flour. So this dough that I got at the bread place, what I usually do is I buy it, then I put it in the fridge, and then before I know I'm gonna start making the pizza, I take it out about 30 minutes before, okay? So I start out by sort of forming it the way I want the pizza to be. This is not gonna be a round pizza, I'm making it in a square pan. I wanna put this disclaimer out there that I am not a cook, I'm not a chef, but I do love cooking, and I've been so fortunate to learn a lot of great recipes from all my friends here in Sicily. So I like to make the crust thin, but you can make it as thick as possible. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Okay, and you can also play around with it in your hand, stretch it out a little bit more. So fun.
So what are you doing now here?
Okay, so what usually happens is when I roll it out, it becomes very uneven, and there's, see, look at all this left over. So what I do is I cut this off, and then I just patch it up on the side like this. It's Alfred's favorite food, so I had to learn how to make it while we were in lockdown. So this is my version of the pizza. So the first thing I do is I put the tomato sauce, and I like to put a lot. Okay, and I like to get them all the way to the edges. Make sure that the tomato sauce is nice and spread out evenly. Alfred, what do you think?
I like a blend of both of them. I'm not a big saucy guy, but you could put more on, obviously. This will make me about 8 pieces of pizza, and it'll last me at least 2 days. I can't eat. When I was in college, I could probably eat the whole thing, but no more.
The next thing I do is a little bit of salt, pepper, black pepper. Alfred likes black pepper on everything.
I do.
Everything.
Sometimes we put red pepper flakes in here too, but we're not doing it today.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys, this is optional. Some people put sugar. This is a packet of sugar. It's probably tablespoon, half a tablespoon, and I just sprinkle it on like this.
I like a little bit sweet pizza, and a lot of people do this. Plus it cuts the acid as well.
Exactly. First cheese I put on is the Parmigiano Reggiano. Now I want to know if you guys are going to try this at home. If you do, leave me a comment. Curious how it goes. Hey, you know how I know it's good? Alfred Zappel likes it. Next I'm going to take the mozzarella and slice it thin all over. All right, and I typically do 2 mozzarella balls, so it's nice and cheesy, but you know, there's all types of cheese that you can use, but these are my tried and true go-to favorites. Okay, now
Now we have some fresh oregano.
And don't forget, the basil comes as a condiment. I don't cook with the basil.
I like I really like it. It gives it a nice little bite to it.
Now this is another option. You can put fresh tomatoes, okay?
Yeah.
These are pomodoro picadilli. They're a certain type. A
Very
bit
good.
sweet. We like to have these in our caprese salad. Really good either way. And I generally do 2. You know, I put it about 5 Greek olives.
This way you can put your favorite condiment on at this particular time.
Hey, leave me a comment. Let me know which one is your favorite type of pizza. All right, and for the final thing, beautiful olive oil. I write my name, Eszter.
What a ham.
Okay, depending when you want the pizza to be ready, preheat the oven about 20 minutes before and then bake them. Now, I like to keep an eye out to make sure that the underneath is golden brown. So, look at this. In about 15 minutes, this will be ready. See how it's bubbling up nicely? Alfred likes his a little bit crispy on the bottom, so I leave it for minimum 15 minutes, but depending on how you like it. Just keep an eye on it, that's for sure. Look at that. Last thing I did was, last 2 minutes I put the fresh bavarella cheese on it. So you can still see it's bubbling.
Oh, I could smell it. It's so good. Let's put it down over here.
So,
Eszter, who's going to do the taste test today?
of course it's going to be you, but first we got to put the basilico on it.
We just picked these from our little garden that we have going, our herb garden.
Now, usually people have a beer and a pizza here in Sicily, but of course, why not a little vino rosso?
I deserve it. I deserve it.
You worked so hard. So, what do you think?
Well, you know, Eszter, pizza was actually used by the Romans. In those days, they called it focaccia. It wasn't called pizza. They used to just put toppings, whatever they had on it, a piece of bread, focaccia bread, and while they were marching, they would eat it. It wasn't until 1889 in Naples, a guy by the name of Esposito actually created a pizza because the Margherita, the queen, was arriving, and it was basically the color of the Italian flag, green, white, and red, which is exactly what this is, green, white, and red. This is a traditional Margherita pizza, except Eszter put on some olives today, and that's about it. So let's do a taste test. It's been cooling down, which is good. I'm telling you right now, Eszter, I've had pizza all over Sicily. I can't believe that this is made at the house, because this is just as good or better than most of the pizzerias in Sicily. So guess what? I'm going to enjoy this. I get to eat the food today.
If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, leave us a comment. Let us know what is your favorite type of pizza. And what else, Alfred?
Buon appetito!
Buon appetito! Ciao!